Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome back to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at his feelings for you in a romantic or sexual way. So before we get started with your pile selection, I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsor, Keen. So this is how my best friend almost ruined my relationship. It started with a missed call from Emily on my boyfriend Kyle's phone at a weird time. Then I saw a missed call from Kyle on Emily's phone as well. I wondered why they'd call each other while I'm at work. My heart raced. I trust them, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. I felt uneasy about Emily before. A year ago, I noticed how she and Kyle seemed to click, sharing jokes and glances that made me uncomfortable. Once I even caught Emily smiling at a message from Kyle, and when I asked him about it, he said it was private. I just dismissed it as paranoia due to my trust issues, but the doubt lingered. The new incident made my old suspicions resurface. Kyle became more secretive, always on his phone, which was unusual for him, and Emily started cancelling plans last minute, which wasn't like her. Everything seemed off, and my anxiety grew. I confronted Kyle about the call, but he brushed it off as a mistake. But when I asked Emily, she said she didn't even remember calling at all. Their vague answers made me even more anxious. I needed to know the truth, so that's when I decided to consult with a tarot reader from Keen. I browsed Keen's website, searching for the right psychic for my situation. I found one specializing in relationship readings with great reviews. But it was her energy that caught my attention, so I decided to consult with her, hoping she could reveal the truth. I explained my fears and asked for clarity. As she began typing, I just felt a gnawing anxiety, fearing the truth I might hear. She told me the cards speak of betrayal, and my stomach dropped. Then she added, but they also speak of celebration, a union of hearts. Confused and frustrated, I asked, what does that mean? Her vagueness felt like torture. The truth lies in what you choose to see. The betrayal may not be what you think. Sometimes the heart sees what it fears, not what is real, she responded. I left the chat more confused than ever. Over the next few days, her words echoed in my mind, turning every interaction with Kyle and Emily into something sinister. The final straw came when I saw Kyle and Emily together at a coffee shop, speaking in hushed tones. They didn't see me, but I saw enough to confirm the worst. I left in tears. Back home, I felt broken. How could they betray me? But as I paced around, the tarot reader's words returned to me. Celebration? Union of hearts? Could there be another explanation? The next day, I decided to confront them. I know something's going on, I blurted out. Just tell me the truth. Kyle and Emily exchanged a glance, then smiled. We were going to tell you tonight, Emily said softly. Tell me what? I demanded. Kyle pulled out a small velvet box. We've been planning a special anniversary surprise for you. Our 3-year anniversary is next month. Emily helped me because you trust her taste more than mine. My mind reeled as everything fell into place. The strange calls, the secret meetings, the cryptic conversations. It was all for me. I felt a flood of relief and guilt. The tarot reader's words made sense now. The betrayal was actually my own mistrust, twisted by my fears. I hugged them both, tears streaming down my face as the weight of doubt lifted. They've been planning something beautiful for me, not against me. So I realized that sometimes trust means choosing to see love, even when fear blinds you. I hope you enjoyed that little nugget of my personal life, and if you've had thoughts about something you need clarity on, Keen connects you with talented psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can get a reading whenever it suits you. Just create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. Each reader has unique gifts and specialties, so whether you need insights on love, career, or life in general, they can provide deeper understanding and guidance. Choose whichever reader best suits you, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. It's always best to get a personal psychic reading if you'd like more accurate information on your situation, because it is directed only to your energies. Now, here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 5 minutes for only $1. Go to trykeen.com/psychicsirenstarot or click the link in my description box below to receive a discount on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this partnership opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychicsirenstarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your pile selection, we have 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the fire agate crystal. For pile number 2, we have rose quartz. And for pile number 3, we have strawberry agate. If you're struggling to pick a pile, I'm going to now add initials for each pile for you to choose your initial or your person's initial. Okay, so for pile number 1, we have the initials Y, R, I, K, U, H, M, C, Q, and Z. So if you or this person have these initials, you can check out pile number 1. And for pile number 2, we have the initials V, O, T, P, B, W, D, F, A, L, G. So if you have these initials or your person has this initial, then you can pick pile number 2. And then for pile number 3, we have the initials E, S, X, N, W, H, F, and T. So if you or your person have those initials, you can check out pile number 3. I'm just going to put a pen here and put this down so that you can see all the initials. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this fire agate crystal and this card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at his feelings for you in a romantic or sexual way. So your card says, the Red Lady, with I am pure strength, I honor my anger by giving voice to it. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then please find my email address in the description box below. So initials I channeled for you. If you didn't see the intro, we have Y, R, I, K, U, H, M, J, Q, C, and Z. So that could be extra confirmation that this is your pile if you hear there or your initial, but it doesn't have to resonate with everybody. I'm also going to channel zodiac signs now, using my clairvoyance to see what other zodiac signs we have here, just for extra confirmation before we get into your cards. So the first zodiac sign I'm seeing is Gemini. I see Taurus, Libra, Leo, Virgo. I see the planet Saturn, so Capricorn or Aquarius could be significant, or just someone that has had a very hard life with Saturn energy. I see the name Stacy in my mind's eye, but I don't really feel like getting more names. But anyways, let's pull your cards. So those are the zodiac signs and initials for extra confirmation. So we're going to pull your oracle cards first to get his sexual or romantic feelings, and then after that we'll take a look at your tarot cards. So spirit guides of pile number 1. Spirit guides of pile number 1. What are his feelings for pile number 1 in a romantic or sexual way? What are his feelings for pile number 1 in a romantic or sexual way? So this card is the Divine Mother. With unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment, and this came out reversed. Please show me more. What are his feelings for them in a romantic or sexual way? Then we have the High Priestess reversed with I am one with my soul and my soul is a legacy of love. Okay, one more card, Spirit. And we have, why so many cards in reverse? This lady, Our Lady of Interior Life with I trust the answers I find within me. I know the presence of love is real reversed. Okay, so this person could be feeling like he sort of doubts that love is real. He's struggling to trust his intuition when it comes to this connection. He almost feels just very confused about this connection and very confused in the sense of like, do I pursue this person or do I not? I do sense a lot of passion between the two of you, but that passion also has a little bit of anger to it here with this card here. So I don't know if you and this person have a lot of arguments or fights, but also a lot of sexual passion and desire here. That's what I sense from the energies. If you guys don't fight a lot, then this could be that you called them out on something, that you were angry at them for something, and perhaps you even went easy on them. You didn't like take out your anger on them, but I think you voiced a concern of yours. And I think this person felt judged by you or felt criticized by you with this card here. And almost felt like with the Divine Mother, maybe it triggered them because maybe they had a mother figure in their life that did that to them, that constantly criticized them, that constantly made them feel not good enough. So when this person receives any kind of criticism, even if it's just that person trying to communicate something, then this person takes it to heart and takes it personally and feels judged or criticized. And that's due to a mother wound we see here. Now, I don't want you to worry about this because I feel like when we speak up about something that upsets us in a connection, we have every right to do that. You know, if we're feeling some type of way about someone's behavior, for example, and we don't speak up about it, that anger can build up into resentment. So it's better to speak about these things, even if it's hard in the moment, then let it build up into resentment and not say anything. Because when we speak about these things, when we communicate about these things, we have a chance to make a change here. We have a chance to let the other person know how we feel and kind of change the energies around or fix things. But if we never tell the person, listen, hey, what you did upset me, it never gives us the opportunity to change things in this connection. And I feel like that's what's happening here. You probably called them out on something or told them something they were doing was making you unhappy or upset. And I feel like you didn't even raise your voice at this person, or you tried to not show your anger towards them. But this person could tell from your body language that you felt that way. And I feel like that anger is present in this person too now, where it's almost like they're feeling defensive and feeling angry that you called them out, or feeling angry that you said something to them because now they feel judged. But I feel like they're projecting their own mother wound onto you, because you're not trying to judge them or criticize them. You're just trying to make things right with them. You're just trying to tell them how you feel about a certain situation. And I feel like they're projecting that wound onto you, not consciously or intentionally, but they're doing that because it triggered that wound when you spoke up about this. And that's not a sign to not speak up about things, is what Spirit is saying. But I do feel like you're triggering a wound within them when you do. So this person, how are they feeling about this? How is he feeling about this, Spirit? I'll be honest, he's feeling a little bit defensive. He feels like he's being criticized. He feels like nothing he ever does is good enough, because he feels like he does so many things that are good, but they never get noticed. But the things that are bad do get noticed. He feels sort of like hounded on. Is that the right word to use? I'm seeing the word love in my mind. So he does have love for you, pile number one. He does like you, if it's not that serious yet. But I almost feel like he's going through this feeling of feeling anger about being called out, and it's sort of not hurting his ego, but triggering his ego, right? So I feel like that's the feelings that are present right now in this current moment. But that doesn't mean he doesn't love you or doesn't care about you, because I do see a sense of love here and care and commitment. But I think that this person maybe sometimes goes into this thought loop or thought cycle of like, love doesn't exist, love is not real, like, I can't trust anybody. And it's almost like when these relationship triggers do come up, this person goes into this thought pattern like, I knew love wasn't real, I knew I couldn't trust anybody. And it's almost like this person uses those sort of things to validate their own belief that love doesn't exist. This person might be a little bit jaded due to their own pain, due to their own experiences, and it's almost like they use these things as validation that that belief is true, right? So whenever somebody does something to trigger a wound of theirs, it's almost like they go back into this thought pattern of like, I knew I couldn't trust anybody. I knew like love wasn't real. I know they don't care about me. And they almost go into like the self-pitying energy. And that's what I sense from their feelings romantically. With the High Priestess reverse, they're feeling very confused. They don't know whether this feeling or this belief is a gut feeling, and they don't know if it's an anxiety. They don't know if they're just fearing that it's taking their power away and disempowering them, or they don't know if it's actually them being discerning and cautious and not they don't know if they should trust you or not. Because some part of them is like, what if it's just a fear and I'm just kind of like giving my power away by not actually like opening up to this person or letting this person in or trusting this person. But then another side of them is like, what if this is a gut feeling and it's telling me I shouldn't let this person in? So I feel like this person's feeling very confused right now with the High Priestess reverse. They don't really know where they stand with you. And he doesn't really know if you're going to reject him. It's almost like when this criticism does come up, he's afraid of rejection. He's afraid that you'll leave him. He's afraid that he's not good enough for you. And those are the feelings I sense from him. Show me his romantic or sexual feelings, please, spirits. I'm using some clairvoyance now before we move on to the tarot section, because I just want additional information in regards to these cards. This person wants to treat you like a king or a queen. They know you deserve it. They do know that. And they feel bad that they haven't been able to do that. This person knows they should compliment you more. They know they should... he knows that he should do that. He knows he should not take you for granted and treat you the way you deserve. But he almost feels like he can't give you what you need or what you deserve. And I don't know if that's financial, I don't know if that's romantic or emotional. It could be different for all of you, because I'm seeing like a crown in my mind's eye, which is why I say he wants to treat you like a queen or a king. But it almost feels like he can't give you a crown and he has to like draw a crown on a piece of paper and give you a fake crown, because he doesn't have a real crown right now. So I'm seeing that in my mind's eye, and that makes me think that maybe he feels like he can try give you what you need, but it will never be exactly what you need or exactly what you want. And he feels like he can't give you what you want or what you need, no matter how much he knows mentally that you deserve that. So there's this like hopeless kind of feeling coming from him romantically, where it's like he loves you, he wants to treat you the right way you deserve. He knows you deserve that, but it's almost like he feels like he can't give you what you need, and some part of him feels like you're out of his league or feels like you deserve better than him. Again, going back to that judged, critical energy of not feeling good enough. It's almost like whenever somebody calls this person out, this person goes into this pity party energy of like, I'm not good enough. You don't deserve me. Like, you can do better. And I don't want to be disrespectful to your person, pile number one, but it can be a little bit annoying being on the receiving end of that, because you just want the person to change their behavior. You just want the person to listen to what you have to say. You're not trying to change the person. You just want the person to respect you or treat you the way you deserve, and that's valid, you know? And if that person's going in a pity party saying, like, oh, you deserve better, like, I can't give you what you want, like, okay, yes, they may feel that way, and I empathize with that, but it's also not right. On the receiving end of it, it's kind of like a slap in the face, because like, I'm telling you what I need, I'm telling you what I want, but you won't give it to me, and now you're throwing this pity party for yourself when I should be the one crying. Like, from the receiver's perspective, it's like, I should be the one crying because you did this to hurt me, or you did this to upset me, you know? So I feel like maybe that's how some of you feel, because I was kind of just channeling that, but I feel like it's not healthy to go into this energy for them. I feel like they need to take responsibility for their own actions, for what they've maybe done wrong in your connection, for what they maybe regret, because I do see some regrets here, and they need to take accountability for that and make a change to their behavior if they want to keep you in their life. Because I see that he does love you and he does care for you. He's a little bit intimidated by you, afraid of your anger. And he doesn't want to make you mad. He doesn't want to make you upset. He doesn't want you to not be satisfied in this connection. But it almost feels like he views himself in such a low way, where he views it as like, I could never give you what you want, or I could never be good enough for you, or I could never be what you need me to be. And if that is true, if this person can't make those changes, then they must let you go so that you can find somebody that can. And if they really love you, then they would be willing to make those changes and, you know, take responsibility for their own behavior of whatever they did to hurt you or upset you. You know what I mean? Because that would prove their love, not this pity party. Okay, enough about my rant on that. Tell me more, Spirit. What are his romantic or sexual feelings for pile number one? He kind of wants to leave the door open to see what happens next, but he also doesn't want to leave, but he also wants to stay, but he doesn't feel good enough to stay. It's not like he wants to leave. He's kind of keeping one door open, but he's not really fully stepping through and stepping up to be the man you need him to be, or to be the person you need them to be, right? And so, yeah, I don't know. This is a very complex, complicated situation that roots back to a lot of this person's insecurities. I think this person's so insecure that it's almost like they don't think they'll be good enough for you, that they end up self-sabotaging anyways. And yeah, that's what I see. I'm seeing like a chess game in my mind's eye, so I don't know if this person is being strategic in a way with the moves they make with you. This person almost feels like they have to plan or strategize what they're gonna do next in order to keep you. So the vision I'm seeing clairvoyantly, I'm seeing a vision of Shrek and Fiona. And Shrek is like busy holding the ring that he's about to like put on Fiona's finger, right? Because they're about to get married. I don't know if this actually happened in the movie, but I'm seeing a vision of it. And he's dropping the ring. So let me know if that actually happened in the movie. I can't remember, but he drops the ring. So I kind of feel this energy of like, I want to be the man you need me to be, but I'm afraid I end up messing up. Like, it almost feels like this person wants to commit to you, wants to be with you, like for real, for real. Like, the fact that I was seeing marriage in my mind's eye tells me that this person is serious about you. This person has serious feelings for you. This person wants to commit to you. But it almost feels like they end up self-sabotaging, or end up not stepping up to the plate, because there's this feeling of, what if I mess up, or what if I'm not good enough, and what if you're just disappointed in me? And I feel like that causes this feeling for this person where it's almost like they feel romance for you, and they feel like they want to be with you, and they long for you, and they long for this connection, but it's almost like they don't feel good enough, so they never actually end up becoming that person you need them to be. Right? So again, this is a very complex situation. I'm going to remove these cards and add your tarot cards now. I'll shuffle your tarot cards now. And this isn't the first time he's been in a situation like this. That's what I see. So I did pick up on sexual energies here and lust from him. And I did pick up on him like wanting a future with you, but almost feeling not good enough for you. But I sense that like when you guys have conflicts or fights, this is going to sound a little bit toxic, but it kind of turns him on. I feel like because I'm seeing a movie in my mind's eye, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but the newer version. I think it was made by, what's his name again? Directed by Donald Glover or something like that. I could be wrong, but like that new one where they're always like fighting and then making love. Like I'm seeing that in my mind's eye. So I don't know if you guys have actually done that, but I feel like it's weird because some part of him doesn't like that fighting energy, but then another part of him, it turns him on, which is weird to say, but that's what I see. What are his feelings for pile number 1 in a romantic or sexual way? I also feel like he could be into like BDSM or like some, if it's not like total BDSM, maybe it's like a little bit of like painful pleasure, if I can say it like that. I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't want to be demonetized on YouTube, but you can use your imagination for what I'm saying. So what are his feelings for pile number 1 in a romantic or sexual way? He may even like to be dominated. Sometimes, not all the time. Page of Cups, Knight of Swords reverse, the Magician. I'm hearing, what can I do to make you stay? Queen of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Hierophant. I'm seeing like him, I'm seeing a vision of you want to leave and you being like, I can't do this anymore. I love you, but I can't do this anymore because you're not treating me the way I deserve, or you're not giving me what I want, what I've asked for. You're not changing. And I see a vision of him like grabbing your arm and saying, don't leave. So that is how he feels right now romantically. Like, please don't leave. I'll try my best. But I don't know if he is going to actually try his best. Because like I said, he self-sabotages due to the fact that he has these wounds around insecurities and self-worth and not feeling good enough, that he ends up self-sabotaging his own connections. When I look at these stairs on the Hierophant, it's like I want to climb these stairs to the top. The Hierophant represents learning, knowledge, gaining wisdom from our challenges or our mistakes. But it's almost like, as I'm seeing a vision of someone walk up these stairs and they're walking and they keep slipping and falling down, and they fall down the stairs and they keep walking up, and then they fall down again and they keep walking up, and that cycle goes on. And it's like we make progress, but then we go back. We make progress, but then we go back. So I feel like if you're going to stay with this man, adjust your expectations. Because he does self-sabotage, know that it's not because he doesn't love you or because he doesn't care about you, but because of his own internal wounds. And know that you're going to have to be patient with him if you're going to want to stay with him, because he can change. He does have the potential, but that's if he wants to. Please remember that. That's if he wants to, and if he actually takes action towards that. In his feelings, he wants to change, but that doesn't exactly mean he's going to do that. He's going to have to prove that to you through his actions. In his feelings, he wants to grow. He wants to become a better man. That's what I feel with the Hierophant here. But he almost feels like he takes 10 steps forwards, 10 steps back, and he just doesn't feel great about himself. That causes even more insecurities for him when he messes up or, improves then deproves. Is that even a word? But anyways, you get what I mean. With the Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, I feel like he knows what you're worth and he knows what your value. He knows that you're a high value woman or a high value person, depending on who's watching this pile. But there's this feeling of like, can I even give you what you're worth? You know, like, can I even create a life with you that would fulfill you or make you happy? I think this person's very concerned about that, and it prevents them from actually like trying, because it's almost like they're so afraid of failing that they don't even try. I see that he has this fantasy of like lip biting. Um, I'm seeing that in my mind's eye, and I'm seeing that he wants to try like certain things with you in the bedroom. Like I'm seeing something clairvoyantly in my mind's eye about tying a person up or something like that. Like, you can use your imagination, but that's what I keep seeing. And I also see that this person's romantic feelings are very lovey-dovey. I see that he daydreams about you a lot. I see that he thinks of you a lot. He fantasizes about you a lot. But again, there's this feeling of like, I wonder if I'm even good enough for you. That he just can't get past that feeling. And I guess it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with him. And I feel like he's messed up previous relationships of his because of the fact that he didn't believe he was worthy of love. So he wasn't actually open to receiving that love because he didn't believe he was worthy of it. Just think of it like this. Imagine someone wants to offer you $1 million. And I know that's like a stretch, but just imagine, like, hypothetically, and you're like, no, I don't deserve this. Are you actually gonna get that if you think in that sense? So, silly example, but that's kind of the energy I'm seeing from spirit. Yeah, very complex, complicated, but I feel like he needs to work on himself. He needs to work on his insecurities, his own self-doubt, and then the relationship will naturally improve. So, what are his romantic or sexual feelings for pile number 1? Is there anything else that's important for them to know before we end off? He wants to cut out bad behaviors. He wants to grow. He wants to be the person you need him to be, but he also knows that you see the best in him, even when he doesn't see it in himself. And that makes him feel loved in a way like I can't even describe, because it's like you see the best in him when he doesn't even see it in himself. You see the potential he doesn't even see in himself. And I guess he's trying to see what you see in him. And I guess he's trying to become that for you, become that potential version of himself. And he doesn't want to disappoint you. He wants to fulfill you. He wants to treat you like a queen or a king. He wants to give you everything you deserve and everything that will make you happy. Those are his romantic feelings, and we got a little bit of sexual, but I feel like the focus here was more romantic. So I do hope this reading resonated with you, pile number 1. These messages didn't come out in the way I expected, but I do hope it resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my Palomar 2s. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and this card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at his feelings for you in a romantic or sexual way. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So your card says Queen of the Wilderness. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. So if you didn't see the intro, the initials that I channeled for this reading, this could be yours or theirs, are VOTPBWDFALNG. And I heard a ringing in my ear before I started saying this, so this could be confirmation for some of you. And if it doesn't resonate, that's okay. We'll still get more messages. Now I'm going to channel some zodiac signs. This could be yours or theirs, just for extra confirmation before we get into your card. So I'm using clairvoyance to do that. So I'm seeing Aries quite prominently. I'm seeing Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, all water sign energy. I'm seeing the words K2. I don't know how that works. I've heard of it, but I'm not familiar with Vedic astrology. If somebody knows, let me know down in the comments what K2 is. But I'm seeing that word. I'm seeing the word sun, so this person could be a Leo or could have prominent placements within their sun energy. Okay. And I'm seeing Scorpio. Well, I did mention Scorpio, but I'm seeing Scorpio now. So those are the zodiac signs I see. That could just be extra confirmation, like I said before. So I'm going to shuffle your oracle cards now, and then after that, we'll take a look at tarot. So spirit guides are pile number 2. Spirit guides are pile number 2. What are his feelings for pile number 2 in a romantic or sexual way? Can I please tap into the person on their mind? And what is his feelings for pile number 2 in a romantic or sexual way? So we have this card showing up reversed. I have to cover. Okay, so this card says the diamond-hearted Akini with, I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free, but it showed up reversed. Okay, what are his romantic or sexual feelings for them? We have the goddess of devotion with, I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. It's interesting that the word commit came up because while I was channeling your initials, I was going to mention this later on. I kept seeing like rings in my eyes, in my mind's eye. And I just got deja vu as I said this now. And I feel like this person wants to commit to you. That's part of his feelings. I don't know if I said this in a reading before, like his feelings being he wants to commit to you, but I just got deja vu now. We have the red goddess with playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. Okay, so this person feels very lighthearted around you. This person feels like he can kind of just be himself and be free around you. He often feels like around people, he can't be himself. He can't just let loose and just be his authentic self, but around you, he feels like he can do that. He feels like he can let his guard down. He feels like he doesn't really have to stress about being judged or anything like that. He just feels like he can be himself around you and you will never judge him or criticize him or anything like that. And I just feel this energy that this person feels free, feels carefree in your presence. You and this person don't just have this romantic connection, but he truly feels like you're a friend to him too. This could be that kind of connection where it's like we're best friends and lovers at the same time. You know, we don't just tell each other I love you and all these romantic things, but we can laugh together. We can be playful. We can banter. We can have our inside jokes. Like, he feels like that with you. He feels comfortable around you. This is like a very lovey-dovey pile. I can feel the energy of it, and I feel like he's super devoted to you, and you'll know if this is your pile because I feel like with the goddess of devotion here, he really devotes himself to you. He really proves his love to you through his actions, not just his words, through his actions. And he feels as though he never wants to leave. He can't imagine a life without you, and he really wants to commit to you, or he has already committed to you and is keeping that promise. This is the type of man that when he makes a promise, it's not an empty promise. He will never break that promise or commitment he makes to you. So I definitely see that here. I see that he doesn't know what to expect from you at times. He sees you as a little bit unpredictable in a good way, but it kind of keeps things spicy and juicy and open. If that makes sense. It's kind of an excitable thing. It's not a bad thing. But he also, there's this feeling of like, I wouldn't want to mess with you because I'd sleep with one eye open. A little bit of intimidation. But there's also this feeling of like, let's say we had to play a prank on each other and I had to play a prank on you and you were really mad at me and you wanted to get me back. It would be like I'd sleep with one eye open. Because for some of you, this won't resonate with everybody, but for some of you, I sense this energy of like playing pranks on each other or like doing really funny, mischievous things, but it's kind of like not that deep. It's just like a fun laughter kind of vibe, if that makes sense. Mischievous, funny type of vibe. That's what I pick up from the energy. Maybe he thinks you're mischievous in some way for some of you, uh, but like in a funny, lighthearted way. And he thinks you're very playful. He feels playful around you. He feels like he smiles a lot around you. He feels really happy around you. You're really funny to him. Sometimes he'll even think about something you said and it will make him laugh, like when he just thinks about it. That's what I see quite prominently. I was also hearing Lana Del Rey's voice in my mind, like not a specific song of hers, but just like her songs in general, and like her love songs. So I feel like this person has a hopeless romantic side to them when I hear Lana Del Rey, and I feel like they want to show that to you and they want to progress with you in this connection. They want to take the next step towards you, this person. He definitely wants to continue growing this connection and continue nurturing this connection. And he definitely like wants to take steps towards you. But I do sense something's holding him back in a way, but not it's not so bad that it would hold him back fully. What is this spirit? What is this thing that's holding him back? Okay, I get it now. So there's something about him not really knowing what you want from him. And he wants to kind of please you in a way you want him to please you sexually and romantically through the things he does for you. But it's almost like sometimes he doesn't know if he can do something for you. Like, let's say he wants to buy you chocolate, but he doesn't really know if you like chocolate. So I think this man is kind of like collecting data on you, not in a creepy, obsessive way, not in that type of way, but more in the way of like, I want to be thoughtful towards you. I want to find out what you like, what you don't like. So this person is that type of man that takes notes of what you like and what you don't like, because he doesn't want to do something for you and you end up not liking it. So like, let's say for example, he proposes with a gold wedding or engagement ring, but you like silver. That's like a silly example, but like he wants you to like what he gives you. So he's kind of like observing you and analyzing you before he makes a move. He wants to do something you like, and he doesn't want to do it in a way you don't like I used in that example. And I feel like he wants to progress with you, but some things that involve taking more steps towards you involve planning. So I hope I'm articulating this correctly, but the way I'm seeing it energetically is, in order for me to take steps towards you, I'm going to have to plan out certain things. I'm going to have to do it in the way you want me to do. Do you get what I mean? So I feel like this person's kind of observing you and trying to figure out what you like, what you dislike, and trying to almost please you in a sense. So yeah, like I said, this is the type of man that will notice what you like, what you don't like, and be thoughtful about it when he buys you a gift or something like that. And I feel an all or nothing type of love from him. He's that type of man that wants everything or nothing. And there's like an intensity to his love. That's something I definitely see. Did I mention Taurus energy? Now I'm seeing Taurus energy. So there's also something about him feeling carefree and free around you and just so playful, and he just wants to give you his all. Like I said, like that devoted type of feeling of like, I want to give you my all. When he does like romantic gestures or does something special for you, he's not the type of man to half-ass it. That's how he really feels about you. Like, he wants to give you his all. He also, in a sexual way, wants to get like wild and free I feel like he has some sexual fantasies that he would like to explore with you that he wouldn't necessarily explore with anybody else. And I feel like the wilderness word here makes me think of like um doing it in public. I want to be careful with my words because I don't want to get demonetized on YouTube. Doing it in like public spaces or like nature or something like that. But I'm feeling more so nature. But anyways, that won't resonate with everybody. But I also sense that he likes dirty talk. He almost likes or wants you to like talk to him in a dirty way and tell him what you want him to do to you and like something like that. And I think that he wants to experience oral pleasure with you, like where you both pleasure each other. If you know, you know, I see that. And I also see that he, for some of you, if you have another language you speak that is not English, I feel like he finds that sexy. And it kind of turns him on. Okay, is there any other like sexual feelings here, Spirit, that is important for them to know? I'm seeing something about like I want all our clothes to be off and like our bodies to just be like completely naked. I'm seeing that clairvoyantly. Like where you're not even wearing socks, like completely naked, like that's what I see. He likes that. He also likes it for the woman watching, like if you ever wear like lingerie or like a sexy outfit that he can take off you, or like you know those, it's not like lingerie, but it's like a see-through kind of dress that has like a fluffy part at the bottom and top. I'm sure a lot of you know what I'm talking about, like those kind of dresses. That's what I'm seeing clairvoyantly. Yeah. And I also feel like he would want you to like dance for him or something like that. I'm seeing that. What other sexual feelings does he have for them? I'm hearing that song, Your Lips, My Lips, Apocalypse. So I feel like he likes kissing and he likes making out and um he likes kind of that type of foreplay before you get to the other stuff. If he could, he would just kiss you forever. Like, he doesn't want the kiss to even end with you. That's how he feels. But I also sense that when he is sexual with you, it's not just a physical thing. It's like, I feel like he views sex in more of a sacred, energetic type of way, where it's almost like your souls are merging together. Like he views it in that type of way, whether he said that to you or not. And he wants to continue shooting his shot towards you and proving his love for you and showing his love to you through his actions. But I feel like when you're intimate with him, it's not necessarily just purely physical. There's a soulful element to it as well, of like it's not just like fun. It's also like a soulful bond he feels while he's with you intimately. I hope that makes sense, but that's what I see. So I'm going to remove these cards and get your tarot cards now. You also make him feel more confident within himself. You make him feel like he can do anything. There's times where he sometimes doubts himself, which is normal, but you know, you boost his ego in some way as well, and he really appreciates that. He finds you so, so beautiful inside and out, and he appreciates you more than you can even know or imagine, pile number 2. He wants to get this right the first time. He doesn't want to mess up with you, and he would beat himself up if he did. He wants to get things right the first time. He doesn't want to try to ask you for second chances. Like, that's not his intention. He doesn't want to mess up. That's what I see. What are his feelings for pile number 2 in a sexual or romantic way? What are his feelings for pile number 2 in a sexual or romantic way? Okay, so we have the Lovers showing up reversed. We have the Justice card. Spirit is telling me to pull from the top. We have the Four of Wands, which is a card of marriage. For some of you, this man has been divorced before. Because Justice next to Four of Wands makes me think of divorce. But I also feel like if he gets married again, or if he gets married in general, if he's never been married, he doesn't want to get divorced. He wants to be with that person forever. Ace of Wands reversed and 10 of Cups reversed. I think he didn't expect to fall in love with you the way he has. He's been so disappointed and heartbroken in the past, and he's truly let go of it. But I think for a long time, he couldn't let anybody in to his heart. He had a guard up. He felt like, is there even a love out there that would satisfy me? He almost felt like he couldn't trust any woman or anybody in general. And I feel like he was patient, but he found someone like you. And I feel like there's this feeling of, I didn't expect to find somebody like you. I didn't expect to fall in love. I didn't expect for this thing to hit me like this. These feelings to hit me like this. That's what I feel as I'm channeling this energy. You see, even with the Ace of Wands reversed, he is attracted to you, but I feel like this is not purely physical. I feel like there's a soul bond or soul connection you two have to one another. And I feel like it's deeper than just being purely physical, because he even finds you beautiful, but that's not the only thing that he finds beautiful, like your physical appearance. He finds your heart beautiful. He finds your soul beautiful. Like, he sees deeper than just the physical when he's looking at you, right? So that's what I see here. Although he's been hurt and he felt like his heart was weak at one point and he felt like he couldn't let anybody in at one point, you've proved him wrong. But this is a nice kind of proving wrong, where it's like a nice little surprise. That's how he truly feels right now. He doesn't know if this is going to last forever, but he would like to think that he can have a love that lasts forever. And the reason I say so is because of the infinity symbol here. I think he's being completely honest with you. I think he's being completely loyal to you. And I think he just has overall good intentions towards you. And like I said, he does want to get married one day. That's like a big want of his, even with the Four of Wands coming out and me seeing that ring. The Four of Wands represents marriage, by the way. But why is the Lovers and 10 of Cups reversed here, Spirit? And Strength reversed. Okay, I get it. Spirit is showing me this person didn't exactly receive healthy forms of love previously. He was in connections with people that didn't really care about him, that he just really had either toxic connections or connections with people that didn't care about him, or he was hurt before. That's what I see. And I think that he wasn't expecting to find something like this, because it's almost like the love you give him doesn't compare to anything else. He didn't even think it was possible to find something like this. This kind of matches up with another reading I did that was also piled 2. If some of you watched that reading, then that's extra confirmation. But yeah, that's what I feel from this man's energy. Is there anything else you want to show me, Spirit, about his feelings for them romantically or sexually before we end off? He wants you more and more and more, and he can't get enough of you. And he feels like the more he gets of you, the more he can't get enough of you. Sexually and romantically, okay? And I also see that he wants to clean up his act. He wants to become a better version of himself. He wants to offer you like romantic gestures of love, because I'm seeing like someone give somebody a rose. Okay, so I just saw a vision that was quite funny. If any of you play Sims, you'll know that there's this option where you can woohoo in the hot tub slash jacuzzi. So I was seeing that in my mind's eye, like two Sims woohoo in a jacuzzi. So maybe this person wants to do that with you one day. Like be intimate in a jacuzzi or a hot tub. And I'm seeing like red wine and like you two sitting together under a full moon. And I'm also seeing an image of like you two when you're really old and you're one of you is kind of just knitting, one of you is kind of just reading or something, and you're just kind of sitting in silent comfortability with each other. So I feel like this person has this want to grow old with a person. And I also sense that he wants to travel with you. Like he feels like he, again, just can't get enough of you. You're so addictive to him. So I feel like he's fallen for you, like he fell hard and fast. And he's not intending to stop. And he only wants you. He's not gonna run. He's not gonna like hop onto the next relationship. Like he's gonna commit to you. Those are his feelings. So I really hope this reading resonated with you, pile number 2. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose the strawberry obsidian crystal in this card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at his feelings for you in a romantic or sexual way. So your card says the Empress of Protection with I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. Okay, so please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. So before we get started with shuffling your cards, I wanted to mention some things. So if you didn't see the intro, I channeled some initials just for extra confirmation that this is your pile. So this could be yours or theirs. So we have ESXNWHFT. So even if it doesn't resonate, we'll get more messages now. But I also want to channel some zodiac signs through my clairvoyance. So I'll tell you about those now. So I'm seeing Taurus, I'm seeing Leo, I'm seeing Pisces, I'm seeing Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo, and Cancer. And also, I was seeing lungs, and I kind of got the impression that Spirit wanted me to Google zodiac sign associated to lungs, because I know each zodiac sign has a different association with different parts of the body. And confirmation, zodiac sign Gemini. So Gemini is emphasized here. So now let's go ahead and shuffle your oracle cards. After that, we'll get tarot cards. So, spirit guides of pile number 3. Spirit guides of pile number 3. What are his feelings for pile 3, romantically or sexually? What are his feelings for pile number 3, romantically or sexually? So we have the goddess of all that flows showing up reversed. It says, I am an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me. Okay. What are his feelings for them, romantically or sexually? We have Our Lady of the Interior Life showing up reversed, and it says, I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. This card came out in pile 1 if some of you were drawn to pile 1, or if some of you are from pile 1. Then we have Our Lady of the Hermits with I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. So even if you weren't drawn to pile 1, you don't have to go and watch it, because there's a different energy showing up here, but maybe like one similarity. I sense that this person is afraid to tell you how he feels, because I sense an energy within my throat chakra. I have clairsentience, so I can feel into people's energies, and I can feel when somebody has a blockage. So I feel a blockage in his throat chakra, and I feel that he isn't exactly telling you how he feels. He isn't exactly expressing his deeper feelings towards you, even though it's there. So you may question if it's even real. And that's why this card showed up. Like, you may question if it's even real. You may question if this person even likes you, because maybe you sense that they're not quite telling you all that they feel, but you don't exactly have proof of it. It's just something you feel within, and it's something you may feel like you don't fully trust because you're not really sure if it's real or not, but it is. And I see that this person, he's very protective over you. He may even get quite jealous at times, not wanting to see you with someone else. Regardless of whether you're actually dating this man or not, he doesn't want to see you with any other man or anybody else in general, period. I was hearing that song Jealous by Nick Jonas when I saw this Empress of Protection card when I started your pile. So I feel like it's not coming through in a toxic way where he would be like extremely possessive, but I feel like he does get jealous when you're like talking to other people, if you are, or just the thought of you seeing someone else makes him feel like crying, screaming, throwing up. That's what I see clairvoyantly. And I feel like he just wants to keep you to himself. He wants you all to himself, but there's also this feeling of like you're mine. And like, let's say you guys walk out in public together and like men are looking at you. It's almost like he feels a sense of protectiveness over you. Like, I want to pull you closer by my side so that they know that you're mine. Like, there's that type of feeling coming through here from his romantic feelings. I sense that he knows that you're very desired by many. I mean, even with the siren coming up and this lady here, I'm getting this energy of you being a very desirable woman or person where you're very seductive and you don't even try to be, because some of you could even dress in a modest way. But even if you don't, like, you're just very seductive, that he knows you're desired by many men or many people in general, that he just wouldn't want anybody to steal you away from him, sorry. And he just wants to keep you all to himself, like I said before. He sees you as someone that is very sweet like sugar. And his feelings for you are very sweet as well. He also feels like the love you share is healing in some way. And not just because this card is here, but because I feel the healing energy within this connection. I feel it clairsentiently. So, like I said, I can feel energies. With clairsentience, that's the ability to feel energies. But anyways, I feel like this person feels like your love is healing. Like, the love you give them almost takes away any pain they've experienced before in their life, any suffering they've experienced before. And it just turns into love and a lighthearted, sweet, beautiful feeling. I feel like this person sees you as somebody that is very nurturing and could be a great mother or father. And I feel like this person sees you as somebody that they want to create a life with, but they're not exactly sure. It feels like they're also not exactly sure how you feel. Because to them, it almost feels like, I know you feel what I feel, but I don't know if I'm feeling this alone. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way. I don't know if the feelings you feel for me are real. He's also questioning it in his mind and like not knowing if it's truly real, this love you share together, or these feelings you share for each other. It's almost like intrusive, like this worry or doubt or fear. Like, is this actually real? And he kind of just feels like he should go with the flow. He shouldn't try to force things between the two of you. If it is meant to happen, it will happen. That's kind of the mindset he's going into this with. Like, if this is meant to be, I won't need to force it. It will just happen. It will just flow. I don't need to force it. So that's how he feels currently, like in a romantic sense. Like, he already feels like he doesn't need to force things with you. Things already just flow, but he doesn't want to force things anyways. And he wants this love to kind of just show itself to him so that he can be sure of what he's feeling and what you're feeling. and he wants you to express your feelings to him as well. Both of you could be pretty introverted, and he likes that you're both introverted, that you're both homebodies. Because I see like two people just spending time at home together. He likes that. He's wondering if he has a chance with you and if you guys have a possibility of being together in the future. It's almost like one part of him really wants this, but another part of him doubts that it can be true. He almost feels like this love sets him free in some way. Like it makes him feel free. I do sense a lot of sexual energy too, but more so the sweetness. Um, because what I'm feeling in the energy is he does have a lot of romantic feelings towards you, and he focuses more on that than the sexual part. Though there is sexual chemistry between the two of you. I even find it funny that in the initials it was ESX, and if we swap that around, you get what? I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, I feel like there is some kind of chemistry there. And I feel like there is this kind of feeling of being turned on by the fact that you're his. If that makes sense. Like, let's say you guys were intimate and you were to be like, I'm yours, like that would turn him on. I don't know why I'm seeing that. Is there anything else that is important for them to know about his feelings, romantically or sexually, for pile number 3, please, before we move on to Tarot Spirit? He just finds you so beautiful and he wants to keep complimenting you. He wants to keep telling you like things you want to hear, sweet talking you, but not in a bad way, but like you deserve to hear those things. It's almost like he wants to make you blush with the things he says. He may even want to write you a letter, kind of confessing his feelings for you because it's too hard to do so in person or do it over the phone, because I'm seeing like a bunch of words on a letter, and I'm seeing the word passion. So he feels a lot of passion for you, pile number 3. He also feels like this intense hunger or desire for you. He feels like you make all the days better. Even if it's a boring Monday or Tuesday, you make it so much better. You kind of just set his heart on fire. I sense that this is a man that may have had now, a lot of you may not want to hear this. He may have had a hoe phase in the past, but I feel like he's over that. Um, and I feel like he's had his chance to explore women in the past. He likes women. He likes beautiful women, but there's this feeling of like, I will give all of that up for you. Like, I don't want to entertain anybody else. I don't want to look at anybody else. Even if there's someone beautiful right there, I don't want them. I want you. That's how he feels right now. Like, although he may have had a past where he was like entertaining a lot of people or something like that, he doesn't want to do that with you. I'm hearing I'm a changed man, so maybe he has changed. I don't know that for sure, but that's how he feels. He feels like he's changed. He feels like he wants to be monogamous. He wants to stick to one person. And he's happy and fulfilled with you. Like, you fulfill all aspects. You fulfill him emotionally. You fulfill him sexually. You fulfill him romantically. Like, I'm getting that type of energy where it's like, I couldn't ask for more. He wants you to want him, and he wants you to find him sexy, and he wants you to almost like compliment him in the bedroom. Like, I'm picking up on like a praise kink. And his feelings towards you sexually are kind of like hard to describe, but the way I'm seeing it in my mind's eye when I'm tapping in clairvoyantly is he always feels like when he is intimate with you, he's showing you his love through that physical act of intimacy. Like, I'm seeing an orgasm in my mind's eye where it's like he's showing you his love through that. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm seeing. So let me pull your tarot cards now. Okay, so my battery on my phone camera is almost flat. So I'm gonna have to not hurry or rush, but let's get your tarot cards out. So spirit guides of pile number 3, spirit guides of pile number 3, what are his romantic or sexual feelings for pile number 3? So we have the 9 of Wands reversed. We have the Hanged Man reversed. We have the Chariot. We have the Tower reversed. We have the 7 of Swords. So the Tower reverse, 7 of Swords, can represent this energy of like, I don't want to mess up. Because the Tower in reverse is preventing something bad from happening. That's how I see this card. Or a restructure or a change we're making to our own behavior. So this confirms what I said earlier, where I said maybe he used to like be into like many women at once, or he used to kind of have his own hoe phase or something, like whatever you relate to, like he used to be like that, but he doesn't want to be like that with you. He doesn't want to mess up. He doesn't want to look elsewhere. He doesn't even want you to look elsewhere. And he wants to prevent you from being unsatisfied and looking elsewhere. I'm not saying you will look elsewhere, but I'm saying like he wants to prevent that from happening by making sure that you're completely satisfied in every aspect the way he is. So that's how he feels currently. We have the 2 of Wands reversed. He feels like he doesn't see himself being with anybody else but you. His mind is made up. 2 of Swords at the back of the deck. His mind is made up. Like he knows this is what he wants and he's very sure of himself. Although those doubts sometimes creep in that are like, what if this isn't real? Like, I feel like he's sure that he wants this. He's sure that this is something he needs even. That's how he feels. He feels like he doesn't want to bring issues into this connection. He doesn't want to fill this connection up with problems. He doesn't want to hurt you. He doesn't want to betray you. Like he just wants to love you. And even if there are challenges along the way, he wants to like work through things with you. He wants to be able to prevent those challenges from even happening in the first place. So if he sees something that is going to become a problem, he's going to deal with it immediately, because he doesn't want a situation where later down the line you have so many problems or issues in your relationship that are unresolved, you know. He wants to be able to stick with you in a sense where even if there are hard moments, like we're staying together, we're committing to each other, we're sticking through this, we'll get through this together. So that's how he feels about you. And he feels as though he's never seen love like this before. Like maybe in the past he kind of just wanted to fuck around, but with you, it's not like that. And the energy here, he feels so sure of himself that even I like actually believe this, because in my mind, my opinion, like I've seen like a lot of players and men like this where they haven't exactly changed, but I believe people can change. And maybe I'm just like stubborn to believe people can't change, but I don't know. I feel like this man has truly changed, because it's convincing me even. Because when I'm reading his energy, I feel like he's being truthful with how he feels. Like he really does want you and only you and nobody else, even though he's had this past. So yeah, that's what I'm channeling for you. So I really hope this reading resonated with you, pile number 3. Please let me know how it did in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.